Hey everyone! Welcome back to Rotten Egg Stories, where we explore the raw, heartfelt confessions and life lessons shared on Reddit. Today we have a story that's equal parts emotional and inspiring. A tale of love, family, and gratitude that'll leave you feeling all the feels. So grab a cozy drink, settle in, and let's dive into a post that celebrates the profound impact of unconditional love and the beauty of chosen family. This story comes from an 18-year-old reflecting on an extraordinary letter his stepmother wrote him. A letter penned 12 years ago when she first became a part of his life. What's so special about this letter? It's not just the promises she made, but how she spent every day since living up to them. And trust me, by the end of this video, you're going to want to hug someone you love. Or at least write them a letter that captures what they mean to you. Let's get into it.
My 18M, stepmother, 39F, wrote a letter to my 18-year-old self when she married my father, 43M. How do I even begin to thank her? My mother is not my biological mother, but I will be referring to her as my mother in this post because that's what she is to me. My biological mother passed away giving birth to me, and I was raised solely by my father for the first 3 years of my life until he met my mother. I won't be talking much about my father in this post. My father is amazing in every way but this about my mom. They got married months after my 6th birthday, and they have had 4 more kids. My mother always treated me like her own and never let me feel like an outsider or like a half-sibling. I was always her son and big brother to all my siblings. Yesterday, I had my 18th birthday, and I spent the afternoon with my family and went to a party with my friends in the evening. When I got back home, everyone was already asleep and there was an envelope on my pillow. I opened it, and it was a letter that my mother had written addressed to my 18-year-old self the day before she married my father. 12 years ago, she wrote that letter telling me that she would never dishonor my biological mother's memory but would try her best to be a mother figure to me. She promised to kiss my forehead every morning before I got on the school bus. She promised to always encourage my interests and would try her hardest to come to every practice and game of mine. She promised to never differentiate between me and any potential future siblings in any way, and many more beautiful promises. She ended it by saying, "You're an 18-year-old now, an adult, and are hopefully heading to college soon, and you no longer have any formal reason to maintain a relationship with me. But I truly hope that in these last 12 years, I was able to be a loving mother and fulfill all my promises to you, and I can only hope that you will continue to give me the privilege of being your mom because you will always be my son. I love you." And had a picture my father took of her and my 3-year-old self at a zoo. Like my father, I'm a stoic, but in tune with my emotions kind of person. This letter had me crying, and I have not been able to stop reading it again and again, and it's currently 4 a.m. as I type this. My mother fulfilled every promise she made 12 years ago, and I genuinely can't imagine life without her. She opened her arms and heart to a boy who she had zero biological responsibility toward, and has been the most loving and supportive mother I could possibly ask for. How do I even begin to thank her for everything she did for me? What's something big or small I could do to show how grateful I am for her? Update. Holy shit, I didn't expect this to blow up. Thank you for all the kind words about my mom. When I woke up, I read some of the comments and went straight to my mom and told her everything I wrote in the post, and I honestly couldn't keep it together and cried a little bit. I told her that no matter what, she was my mom, and I loved her. I told her how much I appreciated her for all her love and support and that I was proud to be her son. She also cried a lot, and she just told me that she loved me, and she's very happy to have me around for a couple of extra months. I should be starting college in a few weeks, but I'm committed to a college for football and will be enrolling in January instead and just taking community college classes and training right now. I'm planning to take her to the zoo and recreate the zoo photo, and I want to give her some kind of jewelry. I haven't figured out the jewelry part exactly, but I will eventually. For now, I just want to cherish these last couple of months before college and help my mom around the house however I can. Also, letters to our future selves is something I can get behind. Like a letter I write now and give to my mom before I get married or something would be nice. By the way, yes, she already legally adopted me on my 10th birthday, and I've been calling her Mama for as long as I can remember, for those who were asking. Also, a big f you to the people who privately messaged saying she didn't fulfill her promises, since there's no way she could have went to every single practice and game. I'm pretty sure she didn't know she was going to have 4 more kids and that I would end up playing 3 sports since middle school back then. Some people just can't be happy or let others be happy, LMAO.
Wow. Just wow. This story is such a beautiful testament to the power of love and promises kept, isn't it? It's no wonder the Reddit community came together to celebrate this incredible bond between a mother and her son. And let me tell you, the top comments on this post are just as heartwarming and insightful as the story itself. Let's take a look at what people had to say. Here are the top 3 comments that really stood out. Comments that not only honor this amazing mom, but also offer some thoughtful advice for our storyteller. Let's start with this one. Hiker2192 says,
I'm not crying. You're crying. What a wonderful woman. And what a wonderful young man. You take that note to her, you hug her, and you tell her that you could not have asked for a better mom. And you thank her for everything she has been to you these past 12 years.
Isn't that the truth? Hiker2192 captures exactly how we're all feeling reading this. And their advice is spot on. Take the note to her, give her the biggest hug, and tell her how much she means to you. Sometimes the simplest gestures can be the most profound. Louis V25 says,
Time for a tight hug and a I love you, Mom.
Louis V25 keeps it short and sweet. A tight hug and an I love you, Mom. Those 3 words carry so much power and emotion. If there's ever a moment to say them, this is it. No overthinking needed. P. Ludis says,
Why not write her a letter with what you have here? Or maybe you could put it in a card with some flowers.
and P. Ludis takes it a step further with a lovely suggestion. Write her a heartfelt letter or put your feelings into a card with some flowers. A written note lasts forever. It's something she can revisit whenever she needs a reminder of your love. Honestly, all 3 of these comments are such thoughtful, practical ways to show love and gratitude. The beauty of this story is that it reminds us how important it is to express our feelings, whether it's through words, actions, or even a simple hug. You know, as I reflect on this story and the thoughtful comments we just read, I can't help but feel so moved by the power of unconditional love. What this mother did for her son goes beyond words. It's about showing up every day, building trust, and creating a foundation of love and safety that no one can ever take away. Her letter wasn't just a beautiful moment. It was the culmination of years of intentional love, promises kept, and the kind of selflessness that turns a house into a home. And here's what really gets me. The son, our storyteller, not only sees and appreciates all of it, but he also wants to give back. That's what makes this story so beautiful. It's a cycle of love that keeps growing stronger. And isn't that what we all hope for in the relationships that matter most to us? If I could offer one heartfelt suggestion to this young man, or to anyone watching, it would be this. Don't stop at saying, thank you. Go deeper. Gratitude is so powerful, but when it's paired with specifics, it becomes unforgettable. Think about the little things your mom did over the years. The sacrifices, the small rituals, the times she stood by you when she didn't have to. Tell her about those moments. Show her that they mattered and that you noticed. Because as much as love is about actions, hearing those words of affirmation can be healing and empowering in ways we can't always imagine. Here's an idea I love. Why not make her letter the start of a new tradition? You could write her a letter now, sharing how much she means to you, just like she did for you all those years ago. Imagine how meaningful it would be for her to hear your side of the story, how her love shaped you, how her promises gave you stability, and how grateful you are for everything she's done. And then maybe you can continue writing letters for other milestones in your life, like when you graduate, when you get married, or when you have kids of your own. These letters could become a collection, a testament to the bond you've shared and continue to build. And for the viewers watching, let this story be a gentle nudge to think about the people in your life who've shown you this kind of love, whether it's a parent, a friend, a partner, or even a mentor. When was the last time you told them exactly what they mean to you? It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. A simple hug, a heartfelt text, or a handwritten note can speak volumes. We spend so much time caught up in the busyness of life that we forget to pause and express our gratitude. But moments like this remind us, love deserves to be acknowledged, and gratitude should never be left unspoken. And one last thing, don't underestimate the power of memories. I love that this young man plans to recreate the zoo photo with his mom. It's such a beautiful, symbolic gesture. And here's a little twist to consider. What if you made it a day to reflect on where you've been and where you're going? Maybe you could talk about your favorite memories together, your dreams for the future, or even your hopes for your relationship as you both grow older. Moments like that are priceless and create the kind of connection that lasts a lifetime. This story is such a powerful reminder that love isn't about biology or grand gestures. It's about the quiet, consistent acts of care and devotion that build something unshakable. It's about showing up, even when you don't have to, and creating a space where someone feels seen, valued, and loved. And isn't that what we all deserve? To have someone in our corner who chooses us every single day? So here's my takeaway for all of us. Don't wait to tell the people you love how much they mean to you. Whether it's with a hug, a letter, or just sitting down to share a moment together, make sure they know. Life moves fast, but love, the kind of love this story celebrates, is what grounds us. It's what reminds us of who we are and what we're capable of. Thank you so much for joining me today. Stories like this remind us of what truly matters: family, love, and gratitude. If this video inspired you, take a moment today to reach out to someone you love. And hey, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's keep building this community of kindness, one story at a time. Until next time, take care of yourselves and the people who mean the most to you.